I'm Emily Marquis. I'm a wife, a mother, entrepreneur, and just living life, basically. I've always had an inner journey of wanting to learn more about me and my life and what my purpose is. I just had this profound questioning and curiosity of life, and went through some hard times. Spirituality has been something I've been on a journey with, I feel like, my whole life. And so I eventually went and got a life coaching certification. I was a human resources director of a large healthcare company at 27 years old, with people decades older than me, my peers, and at the C-suite level. So that success also made me think it was what I should be doing when I didn't feel like it was. So I started my own practice part-time outside of my full-time job. I got married, started a family, which is wonderful and extremely challenging all at the same time. I was working 60 hours a week. I was a new mother, probably had some postpartum depression, being a new type of wife to my husband, and also having to oversee a department of 5 people directly under me, never mind traveling across the state and being responsible and having to be on, quote unquote, at work all the time. And there was a relationship where one of my teammates, she and I really didn't see eye to eye. She was doing things I didn't agree with, and one day I just got up and I had a huge emotional reaction at work, marched over to her office and yelled at her very loudly in front of the whole, lots of people around, and here I am, the director of HR, who's supposed to be appropriate and kind and all this all the time, and it was horrible. And not only was that woman not deserving of my emotional reaction of being exhausted and tired and stressed out and trying to balance work and life, I felt horrible. And so I immediately went to my boss at the time and told him what happened, and he cared for me and said, "I'm sorry that happened, that's not you, I can't." He had a hard time believing me. I said, "Well, there's probably about 10 witnesses that still have their jaw wide open right now." But I realized I was getting stressed out and sick, and I couldn't be there for my family, and it was challenging for my marriage, so I decided to leave my job. But life is changing around us all the time, so really you have to figure out what works for you and how you get there and what you need in your life to be supported to make that a reality. And that's what I can do as a life coach to help people find their own inner compass. One of the services that I offer is being a celebrant. A celebrant is someone who professionally acknowledges big changes in your life. Weddings, births, deaths, celebrations of life, all the way down to small things. So just acknowledging, hey, you got a certificate today, or you accomplished something in your day that you have been working on, or you got through a really painful time. And that's something I do in my coaching. But as a celebrant, I can do that as being like a wedding officiant, speaking at engagements, opening ceremonies, celebrations of life, having a toast or a moment, a ritual to acknowledge our birthday and anniversary. So often we're just trying to get through one thing to the next that we don't take time to stop and slow down and just say, hey, we just did that, or we're going through something really cool together, and before we're able to move on and build from that. And that's what I believe makes all things in life a little bit easier, or gives us confidence to get through, is acknowledging that we've done it in the past and we remember the time that we celebrated it. What I do better than anybody else is see people, help them see themselves, listen, and help them create the life they want to live.